but never mentioned any money going to us. Say for 400 years, we picked cotton and all that. Not one time did he say Black Americans need to get their reparations. Not one time did they mention reparations for these people that he mentioned in his speech. He got up there and made a speech, and he brought up he brought up Kennedy, and he brought up MLK. He didn't bring up Mandela. He didn't bring up no Africans. His speech, he used John F. Kennedy and MLK, two Americans, but he mentioned no money going to us, but he used people from here that he knew was dear to our relatives to pimp reparations and talking like give them the money, but they the ones sold the slaves. So the slave sellers, the descendants of the slave sellers, want to collect the money that would go to the descendants of the slaves. We, the American descendants of slavery. They, the African descendants of slave sellers, they ADOS with two S's. African descendants of slave sellers asking for the money for the victims that they sold. The country that sold a lot of slaves want reparations. One of the main countries that sold their own people is asking for reparations. That's why the Europeans like, get your ass out of here. They know. That's why they looking at him crazy. They're like, we bought them from you. How dare you? You see how I didn't want to get down on the Europeans for not, because I agree with the Europeans. They looking at him crazy because they know history. So they looking at him like, we didn't steal those people. You sold them to us. What crime was committed? It was legal. You legally sold your own people. You legally sold your own people.